I'm back again. Today is still the 23rd of October 2014. I find it useful to actually get these thoughts out and put them down into, a vlog of some sort, because hopefully I'm going to raise some discussions about things, on kind of an intellectual level. I'm just very curious whether anyone else has thought about these things, whether there are answers to these things, kind of like some people, probably like me, you feel comforted by talking to yourself. I know it sounds really weird, but you kind of express your thoughts verbally to yourself, as if you're putting the information out there, and maybe someone else is listening. I mean, I have believed that ever since I was a child, so I believe somebody else is listening. It's going out there into the ether, or wherever it's going, and you get some answers back. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. Anyway, a subject, something else that I've actually, again, we're going back to YouTube, because people like me and a lot of paranormals like to put their experiences on YouTube, and it's interesting to actually watch all this stuff. It really is. Some of it's actually quite good, and other bits are rubbish. But a curious thing about a few people, okay, and I think it's not an area that I actually like to delve into, or I would actually want to go into, but I have experienced it, not through my own choice. But that is what I call the negative side of the paranormal, of the spirit world. It's where, if you want to keep calling them things like this, but where the demons kind of reside, if you like, it's the negative side of what we're actually doing. It exists. We know it's there. Some people are affected by it, and other people aren't. Some people choose to acknowledge it, and some people don't. It's the fact of life. But I think there's a line to be drawn when you purposefully delve into or focus on the negative side. It's a bit like walking into a really bad area in your city that that there are, murderers, rapists, where crime is committed, on a different level than normal. In this physical plane, I would question why anyone would choose to go into that, unless you wanted to become a part of it. I don't know really why somebody who's likes to speak to, if you like, positive spirits, and on the good side, on the positive side, why you would choose to go and delve into the negative side. I think it's dangerous, really. I think it's dangerous, and I'm not being paranoid, and I don't really care whether people want to do it or not. I just know it's something that I don't choose to do. It's not something that I would, go out of my way to do it. If I come across it, I know how to deal with it, and I know how I would deal with it. Like anything in life, you walk down the high street, you don't know whether you're walking past a murderer, or a rapist, or a paedophile, or, an abuser, or, do you know what I mean? So you don't really know until you start interacting with that person. And anyone who is sort of positive-centric will actually pick up on the fact that this person is very negative. How many times, so many times in my past, I've come across people who drain my energy, who just, you just think, oh, God, you can't, you have one conversation with them and you feel drained. That is a negative person. That's a negative-centric person. Somebody who, just feeds off of other people's energy. And in my map of the world, that's exactly what a negative energy, a negative spirit would do. I don't know I don't know whether it's sorry, it's just some crazy guy in a van. It's just, whoa, unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. I think he's going to be entering the spirit world pretty soon if he keeps driving like that. Crazy. Anyway, sorry, I'm diversified. That was just absolutely crazy. But anyway, yeah. So I don't, you know, again, a point of discussion really. Is it something that you actively do? Is it something that you've actually come across? I'd be interested to know actually how you dismiss them or how you deal with them. I think a lot of it comes from your positive mental attitude before you go into a session. I hate to say it, but I have seen some paranormal investigator, you know, people who are negative themselves. They are the drainers of the world. They are the people that are, you know, where the cup is always half full, and things are always, you know, go bad for them. And, you know, I hate to say it, but they're going to attract that kind of thing. They're going to attract the negative side of anything. A bit like you know, it's unfortunate, but I think sometimes people get sucked into these things and then they don't know they're in it, or maybe they don't know any different. I know that if I actually was working with someone that was like that, I wouldn't be able to work with them because it's too negative for me. It's way too negative. I'm a very positive, energetic person, and I do my investigations, you know, with those values and that attitude in mind. I don't like, you know, inviting negative stuff. I've watched so many paranormalers on YouTube, and they get hurt. I mean, they seriously get hurt, and you don't know psychologically what these things are doing to you either, if you allow them to, of course. And I just don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it even for the experience. You know, it just isn't. But anyway, you know, as I say, leave a comment down below if you have your thoughts or whatever about that. I'd be interested to know what your thoughts are about that side of it. And of course, it's that side of it that unfortunately the TV programs seem to explore, because it's the more dramatic side of everything. It produces more viewers and people get scared, and you know, this is what people seem to actually want. You know, they want to see these people on TV get hurt or have something thrown at them by a poltergeist or some, you know, negative activity, which I think is a bit sad really. It's a bit of a waste of energy. So yeah, okay, thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video.